New Jersey, the big banana. I don't know.
The big banana. And with that, Blue, welcome to the Operation STRIX podcast.
What a segue, but
I am your host, LaCroix.
Berlin, the big banana.
Berlin, the big banana. Roski Draftsman, everybody.
Girl, same.
The man laughing is Roski Draftsman. Cool Blue Rays.
Hi.
And Pines back from the dead.
Hi.
Hi.
Back from the big garden. No, wait.
The big
The garden up in the sky?
The banana tree in the sky, yes.
Aren't pineapples grown? Are they grown on trees?
Yes, they are.
Okay, the big pineapple tree in the sky.
I don't know. No, but pineapple trees aren't that big, though.
The little pineapple tree in the sky.
Are they? Oh, no, I guess how palm leaves are...
You're thinking of coconuts, I think.
no, coconuts are high in the sky because they are, palm trees. But pineapples, not really.
I'm Googling right now.
They look
they're
look
not
kind of
grown
like shrub.
in a tree whatsoever. They're grown
Wait, what?
in
the ground.
In the ground.
Yeah.
What?
And they pop out like full, like the...
What?
Is
My
that not
life is a
you?
lie.
Like, yeah, they do. Like,
Yeah. This is how pineapples are made, folks. Like, can you imagine fucking
I do.
discovering this giant ass fruit sticking out of the ground on some leafy shit? Like, that's fucking fun.
But have you guys seen how asparagus grows? That shit cracks me up.
No, how?
I'll God damn it, now I gotta look it up. I'll Google it. Welcome everybody to the Operation STRIX podcast. We're here to talk about Spy Family and not asparagus.
They look hilarious. They look like someone just stuck a bunch of asparagus in the ground. Like, that doesn't look real.
Bonjour. Hey guys, we're here to talk about chapter 127.2.
Yeah, they are funny.
Episode 13 of season 3.
Asparagus are funny, guys.
So anyway, back to the chapter.
What are we doing?
I don't
I got
even
the
know.
giggles.
Fandom's so dead, we're into plants now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, there's so little to talk about in this chapter. We might as well talk about asparagus and pineapples. But
yeah, like vegetable classifications for food are kind of bullshit. But
Yeah,
because pizza's a vegetable. Did you know that? Pizza's
I just ate
And
pizza, so
it's a vegetable. It's a dairy product. It's bread. It's everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Pizza is life. Pizza
See,
is
Anya
everything.
would approve of that little information. I'm sure Lloyd wouldn't. Anya would 100% be about it, especially as a treat for getting her Stella Star. Wait, hold on. How many Stella Stars is this?
I think
4.
this is her third one. 4?
it is the fourth one.
It's either
the
3 or
fourth
4.
Fourth.
Because she
Okay.
got one. She got
I
one
know
for
Raph
saving
made a chart.
the boy.
Yeah,
She got one for saving the boy.
She has 4.
Yeah,
Okay.
she does.
Okay, kind of
She
funny.
got one.
tidbit, But
I mean-
when they were showing, when Raph made his chart about which kids got like Stella Stars versus Tonitrus bolts and stuff, I mentioned that, hey, you should probably add the umbrellas. And then he told me, yeah, everyone kept complaining I didn't add the umbrellas. So he added them for accuracy's
Raph has the
sake.
most
Like, I was
thankless
right.
job.
Oh,
And the Tonitrus bolts.
it's a nice result.
Wait, is Anya the only one with a Tonitrus bolt right now? Or several?
Yeah.
I should say.
She
She's
has
only one
3?
with 3 Tonitrus bolts right now.
And 4 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
like
icon.
she's and the best part, almost none of those Stellas are for academic achievements. Like,
One
Not
for
at all.
academic.
Boss.
Like she has one, but the others are basically because she did reckless dumb
She
things
almost
that helped in the end.
drowned. She almost got her head blown off, and I guess she almost got exorcismed or like possessed, by a
Exorcised?
ghost or something. Yeah.
Like
Connie?
No, Anya.
She got possessed.
I mean, she's almost been drowned. She's almost had her head blown off, and now the exorcism.
I mean, it's funny to
the
see
Scooby-Doo
Connie got a
action.
sellout just because
yeah.
she had
Is
exorcised.
that what we're calling it? The exorcism arc?
Yeah.
No, we'll call it the
Might as
Scooby-Doo
well.
arc, if anything.
Sounds like a Always Sunny skit. Anya does
I mean,
exorcism.
someone has to draw the Eden kids like the Scooby Gang, like that classic.
Get
That
on it.
That sounds like a job
walking
for you.
Yeah, for real. It's either yeah,
Anya
you're probably the best
has
bet,
to
Rusty.
be. Well, actually, she's not like Shaggy, where she's actually afraid of Damn. I was gonna
No,
say-
She's like Scrappy.
I'm
She's
sorry.
100%
Scrappy,
Scrappy.
the worst one. I guess.
Yeah.
That'd
Scrappy
be
is
more George.
crazy.
She's Chihuahua girl. See, it fucking works.
That's
She's
crazy.
Scooby. She's actually Scooby Doo. She's
No,
Anya
Scooby's
Doo.
a chicken shit. Scooby would be like Becky.
But Anya, Peanuts, Scooby snacks. I don't know. I feel like there's a
Peanut
connection
snacks.
there.
Anya
Peanut
snacks.
Anya snacks. I'm surprised they don't call him that. Actually, they
No,
probably have
like-
called him that at some point.
Anya snack peanuts.
The
Yay.
peanut girl.
I mean, it is. I don't know. Anya does remind me of Scrappy in the fact that she's reckless and does really dumb things. But
I'm telling you, man, she's Scrappy Doo.
Oh Jesus.
I love it.
I mean, she's Scrappy if Scrappy worked as a character because
Everyone hates on
Yeah.
Scrappy. I kind of like Scrappy, but
I mean,
I love
Scra-
Anya too.
I mean, the thing with Scrappy that like kind of ruins the thing is it's how he's executed. Like he's just there to make things worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, and I find really funny how James Gunn effectively said like, you know what, fuck it, he's the villain.
And we all approved at the time.
Yeah, that was like,
Yes.
oh,
So this chapter, not really anything happened.
I mean, something happened. It just
Did it?
wasn't very character relevant. If you want to say,
Not
it.
really. It was really just a wrap up chapter. It was
It
like
Yeah,
was.
basically, it is basically Henderson gets reinstated. The school is dealing with the fallout of their poor mismanagement, which honestly should have happened a long
should have
fucking
happened
time
way
ago.
sooner.
Like, I don't
way
understand why we're
sooner.
now hearing about the people making fun and criticizing them in the news. Like, this should have happened way before with the hijacking arc. Then
Yeah.
we just finished in season 3. But fine, if this is what it has to be, then this is what it
Mhm.
fucking has to be, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, sure, we draw the line at letting in students through bribery. We can excuse kidnapping, we can excuse hostages, but we draw the line.
I mean,
Right.
to be honest, that tracks with the actual fucking Harvard. Like they do that kind of shit. Like
Jesus. Yeah. Well, anyway,
I think it's-
this chapter was interesting.
There were a
wrap-up.
couple. Yeah, there were a couple little interesting things. I am a little surprised that the Eden teachers don't get paid that much, which is like you would think with the way Henderson and the rest of them carry
that
themselves
doesn't
that
really
they're like,
surprise me. I mean, professors don't even get paid that much.
yeah, but
they're high
professors.
education.
I don't know if you've ever, when I went to college, my professors were like walking around in like flip flops and shit. Like they were not acting like Mr. Henderson.
No,
Mr.
but
Henderson
Henderson-
acts like
I
he's
mean-
a-
Henderson came from a
But Henderson
family,
came
though,
from
already.
Henderson came from a noble family and married rich.
That's true. That's true.
Mm,
to be fair, yeah.
He was the trophy husband.
He
goddamn
yeah,
right.
he was the gold digger.
He was the.
Or his
I
dad
mean,
was the
was he
gold digger.
good?
No, yeah.
he
he's a
literally
trophy
sold his
husband.
son off for money.
Oh.
That's a terrible way to put it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mrs. Henderson. You were a great woman. You did not deserve that slander from me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Blue
matter.
God.
Anyway.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
especially Swan. I would think because him being a nepotism baby, he would have money. But I guess apparently
maybe
not.
No, but he got divorced, remember? And his wife probably took him to the cleaners.
Oh yeah, I
true.
I
And
think
he's
they
got to
literally
pay for
said
child
that too.
support like the son of a bitch he does. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
it
no.
is. I mean,
Step up.
it is embarrassing when someone like Swan has a point, even if it's just halfway. Yeah, but,
Mm.
but
Yeah.
it's like I mean,
I could see the bitterness. I can understand the bitterness.
Yeah.
But
I
at the
mean,
same
yeah,
time,
if you were a teacher who like you have a career at Eden and this school its main claim to fame is that we are going to take your students and make them powerful, wealthy, like we're going to shape them up into these really rich, powerful people and their educators aren't really getting much compensation for that. I can understand, yeah, that resentment for like this brat is going to live a life that's like 1,000 times more luxurious and extravagant than I'm going to live, and I'm teaching them. So I can kind of understand that resentment. Though this is a shitty like shit like this is like if you want to have a real conversation about worker class, like I know this isn't really the conversation they're trying to have, but I'm just saying like if y'all wanted to like start a union or something and have some worker class solidarity, don't do this shit.
Nah, that's some West Dallas propaganda right there. You're sounding like a real
you sound like a real
capitalist
right
now.
That's right.
Blue.
Throw me in jail. Get the SSS. Call them at my house. Get them to arrest me. That's right.
Someone call Yuri. Get him over here.
Ew, not him.
Interrogate.
Oh yeah. One. Get me Chloe at least.
Get her Chloe. Get her down here.
We
interrogate me.
I would gladly get arrested by Chloe. She's hot.
I mean,
valid. 100%
valid. Like I mean. Yeah, I can't really object to that.
Hell yeah, baby.
But it's like, I mean, the only like, I don't know if there's something particularly interesting other than, no, Yuri may be wondering some things about Eden, but I don't know. Like at this point, I do not expect much of a follow up at all. Or maybe I don't know. Some people have the expectation. I'm just like, sure.
I did find it interesting that Endo kind of planted it that like there is now a significant population of kids who resent Anya and the crew because of them making life difficult for them. Even though I'm sure all the little kids like in their halls and stuff like that are like super hype about them and stuff, but I did find it interesting.
To be fair, it's definitely the older kids are the ones talking about this because they're the ones who are directly might be affected when they go to college, and like they said, like they don't want to lose any job offers over this in the next few years. Like the kids would like they'll have like another 12 years after this passes before they have to make it out into the world like that. So I mean, you're right, but it's definitely because of their age difference and just like the timing is very awkward, of course. With like, I mean, it's not just this, but it's also like we said, the hijacking arc. Like, there's been a lot of scandals, kind of coming out about the school publicly. A lot of like,
Anya is involved in many of them.
A lot of the population has like a very kind of low opinion of like Eden standards and security and stuff. And of course, that reflects heavily on the students as well as the parents and the teachers.
The hostage situation never got out.
I think on some level it did.
To the public, it never got out. Only to like the SSS and obviously Wise.
And the Eden, I would say the Eden parents and students got wind of it. So yeah, technically not.
No, I don't think so because. Oh wait, no, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, the parents knew.
I think the parents knew. I think like they did their best to cover it up as much as they could, but there was only so much they can do about that still.
Yeah.
I don't think it was very public, like you said, but I do think like within Eden walls, they know. All the students, the parents know about it. They know what happened there at least.
But
this one did get out. Like, can't really cover up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and while it is obviously a matter of plot convenience, someone is gonna notice that Anya is involved in all of this in all of this shit.
Oh,
in
yeah.
each one of those scandals.
100%.
Yeah.
She has the most Stella stars out of anybody.
And
In
it is because she gets
semester of school.
Yeah, like no, it's gonna
Like,
be 100% suspicious.
if there's like a world, if there was like a record for how fast you can get stars and like the stars and bolts, I'm pretty sure Anya's taking the lead right now with that.
Which is
Yeah.
crazy because she has 4, Damien has 3. This is Becky has 2, I believe.
Connie
Mhm.
has 1.
Connie has 1. The Emil and Ewan, they have 1. Right?
1.
Yeah, and then Billy got his first star. No, second star.
Second
No,
star.
Billy
Yeah.
has 3.
3.
Bill
What?
has 3.
Bill has 3.
3 for
Yeah.
what? Because the one for the hijacking and then this one. But what was the other one?
Probably school, because you get a
I
Stella
don't
if you're like in the
remember.
top. You get a Stella for academics. Remember, guys? This is a school.
Yeah, but I don't remember him at the awards ceremony for that. I remember Damien
Shit,
and
I
Anya
don't remember
being
that
there.
either.
Where's Raph? Raph! Look
You gotta
Raph,
stop
wake
him,
up.
Raph.
We
Did
need
you
your brain.
make a mistake on your chart? He just burrows out like, no, I did not make a mistake.
I-
Here's where-
I do remember him in the beginning with the dodgeball that everyone thought if you won dodgeball you got a Stella star.
Yeah, but that
Henderson
didn't-
was like,
that
no,
wasn't
y'all are
anything.
stupid. Like,
Yeah. So I don't quite remember.
Yeah. For sure he has 2, maybe 3. But
Yeah.
No, he
Which-
did get it. He got his second Stella for getting the second highest score in his grade for the math term finals.
oh, good
I'm
for
on the
Bill.
Spy Family
Billy's
wiki.
great.
Oh, so he's actually good at math.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lucky him.
I figured it would be like science because like military or something. But math is good too.
I mean, I don't
I mean,
want
he is like
to.
a computer whiz kid.
He is. Oh, I'm looking at the panel again where they get the stars.
I
And Mr.
mean,
Henderson's choking up. And he's like, my little heroes. And I was like, oh,
Poor-
God.
Oh, I love the joke when he said, my heroes of various sizes.
Yeah, because he cannot say like little because Billy is there. No, yeah, it like after all this time, it still cracks me up how much Billy looks like an adult and sounds like an adult.
He sounds like such an adult in the anime.
It's so good.
In the anime,
It's so
Miss-
good.
Like I just love how she's like, we have to stay calm. We're just kids.
Daddy.
I love
Yeah.
that in the world of Spike's family, where most of the kids and children and adults look pretty, like pretty normal sized and appropriately designed. Bill Watkins
This is some
is just
fucking
this
grown
massive
man
6-year-old.
with a 5
And
o'clock
no one-
shadow.
Really
Yeah.
says like, why the fuck is he that? Like that's a man. What the fuck?
That's a man. Yeah, well, that's D Bison. Yeah, it's like.
Yeah.
Good for him. It
I
took me
keep
like
thinking of,
26
that
years to grow
Gaston
mine. So.
song where he's like, when I was a lad, I ate 4,000 eggs.
You say that, and then you're like, man, I gotta freaking shave, and then you don't want a beard. We can't all be Bill Watkins, is what I'm saying. Okay. Lord knows I'm not. I'm not half the man he is. But yeah, that was the chapter.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
not forget the last little joke.
Oh, and-
Right at the end, we forgot.
We forgot
Everyone else
George.
forgot that George was there, and he was like, "Hey, I didn't get a star or anything." So Donna Shaw comes in, and is like, "Sorry, here's your star, and here's your umbrella too." And then he's finally happy because he was not for.
Yeah. And he was there the whole time. Like
He was.
Poor dude.
Yeah, we forgot him too.
forgotten. Yeah. Oh
Poor
yeah, so,
George.
the umbrella. Just so everyone is aware, umbrellas are apparently some kind of like sort of, like kind
Warning?
of like okay, if you get enough of them, you will get a bolt. So it's like kind of like a warning system, I guess. Like maybe a 3 strikes you're out kind of deal. But
Oh.
I
okay.
mean,
I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but it seems to be that's what the umbrella is supposed to be like. Okay, this is a warning. You get more of these, you get a bolt.
Okay.
basically.
See, that would make way more sense because if you got a bolt for every little thing you did, that would be like way crazy. Because we were talking about that too. I'm like, that's way excessive.
I mean, to be fair, she kind of made it up at the moment, so
Probably. It's probably for the best. I'd be okay with that implementation. But
it is.
yeah, is that the arc, guys? Is that it?
I don't know. I think like
I mean,
we
yeah,
are.
at least George was happy in the end.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna get something next week that hopefully is interesting.
Maybe, probably. At this point, I don't even know. I never really know what to predict anymore. Like, I don't think it's going to be another Eden arc. I think we might move on to. I'm trying to think. Because, like, the last few arcs we've been doing. Maybe we'll get, like, a Lloyd arc. I don't know at this point. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I don't know.
It's
Like,
been a while.
yeah, I mean,
We had we had the reveal. I fucking forgot. I feel like I'm losing my mind, but we forgot that Sigmund is suspecting Anya is subject 007.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah, that happened. And like Melinda with the therapy, and then you're being like, I think I'm in love with. Like, I fucking forgot all these big things happened.
Yeah.
Remember also Anya told Damien she can read minds.
Yeah.
No, because Damien doesn't either.
And let's not forget, Hemlock is just randomly joined their office now.
Yeah,
guess
like
at some point that will come
that is the thing that always throws me off about Spy Family. Things do happen. They just get thrown in the limbo for a while because Endo
doesn't really make much sense until kind of later on when
they happen
you're like,
8 months later, and then by that time you
Yeah.
already forgot that thing happened, and you're like, oh, that's cool, I guess.
Okay,
I
but
mean, that is.
have we ever actually gone back to a big plot point reveal when you think about it?
In like what terms? Like
I mean, like it's like we get these information dumps. So like let's say the Damien knowing Anya can read minds, and that gets like laughed off. But you would think there would be more implications from that. And then also we have Yor saying she loves Lloyd, and technically we've never touched back on that in the plot.
The thing, fucking hell, how do I put this?
How do you put this?
Yeah, it's a simple question, Roski. Has it ever happened?
That is because it is reminding. Like, I recall that one time to sell my older brother into the series, like so he could give it a try because I said that there are aspects of the series that reminds me that made me think of it as having some parallels as if it was something akin to a modern Ranma 1/2. Not in the raunchy aspects, but in the fact that it's a romantic comedy with misunderstandings as part of the central aspects of the comedy. And now it is reminding me again of Ranma 1/2 in the worst way possible. In the fact that
oh yeah,
oh no,
it addresses it introduces plot points, then it kind of leaves them on limbo for a while. Then occasionally it goes back to them, but for the most part, the series is largely episodic, and there are moments where it does feel like it.
I'm trying to I can vaguely remember one instance where we came back to something,
which was
Red Circus. We came back to Red Circus.
That's true. Okay, but how? Give me the time. How many years was that?
I could actually point that out. The show chapter that was 17.1, I believe, and then that was I don't have the actual date for that, but that was only 2000 or it was 2020, late 2020, and then the hijacking arc was chapter 43?
No, 60. I don't.
It was 69. That's when it started. That was October 16. Yeah, October 16, 2022.
2022.
So
Okay, yeah.
so we'll wait 2 years to get back to these plot points. Sounds good.
Probably.
I mean, to be,
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I've seen wars, but
but
That's
yeah,
really sad.
that is
that is not a great
bad.
sign.
That's not exactly comforting. I
Because
feel
we're 6
sorry
years
for you, if
in,
anything.
and we're lucky if we get a chapter every 2 weeks, which we have been lucky lately. We've been getting it consistently every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it is kind of weird and messy, but mostly weird. Like, exactly what is the plan ahead? Because we see, like, there is technically progress, but to what effect? Like,
Remember when we said we weren't gonna do this?
Do what?
Discuss the how have I don't know, Crow, if you've been online recently, but there's been a lot more discourse now about how the plot hasn't advanced at all in Spy Family.
Oh, gee. It's almost
oh
like.
gee, I wonder why.
It's almost like we've had this conversation like 4 or 5 times.
I feel like we
everyone's
have this
catching up with us.
conversation like every quarter.
Like, pretty much.
I mean, it is one of those things where you and also the counterpoints do not take long to appear. Like you know, not per se that slow burn. It's a more character, emotional driven story than like I don't know. It feels like it's a little meandering at times because
Oh yeah. Yeah.
because we just leave threats hanging by them.
And you know what? You know what pisses me off? Well, not pisses me off. You know what annoys me is that we just came off, guys. We just finished season 3. I literally watched the last episode right before we started. I caught up. I loved this arc. Yeah, I loved the Wheeler arc. Kind of wasn't feeling how it ended, but yeah, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there were problems with the season, but I also feel like the season did something bad in giving anime onlys a false sense of hope and progression.
Oh,
This is the most
no.
progression they're gonna get for a while, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, but
Because what happens after the Wheeler arc? It's like, because that was in the
Nothing,
90s.
girl.
It's the Henderson arc, isn't it?
Yes,
the next
Oh
thing
my
is the
God.
that's like
Henderson
I think
arc.
the big arc is the Henderson arc.
Oh.
Yeah,
yes.
and then we have to wait. So we have the Melinda reveal, then we have the I think I love my husband reveal, but
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
So, like, nothing with the Forgers. Okay, the Henderson thing is going to take, like, 2 episodes. Same thing with Lloyd, probably. And then after that,
No,
that's going to
but
be,
that
like,
one is longer. That
yeah,
was
it is
longer
longer.
than
well, they better
than
not.
Lloyd's
Is the problem.
backstory. Well, that's the thing is, now I'm like, how is season 4 going to like work? Because that backstory arc of Henderson and Martha is so fucking long,
So long.
and it's
I
really
mean-
great. And obviously, I love it. But like, girl, what the hell?
Yeah,
Wait,
like
actually,
like the manga gets depressing for a while.
Okay, I'm
Then it-
looking through the Manga Plus app just to get an idea of like what's happening.
Mhm.
The next kind of sort of interesting thing that is going to happen actually is the school dance when Anya tells Damien that
Okay.
she can read minds.
Okay.
Then we're gonna get into Henderson and Martha,
Yeah.
and we
right.
also
So,
actually have
Anime
even
only will
before
get
the
hope
dance.
and then not get hope.
Yeah, even before the dance, they have that one moment when it was Millie, Yor, and the other office ladies, and they met up with like some other housewives, and they were all kind of fighting with each other about like which one of them suffered the most during the war from losing.
Oh yeah,
husbands and
the
fathers
one
and
where
stuff.
the one
And
where
Melinda
we
showed
talked
up.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's okay, it's that school dance, Henderson, Martha arc. And also in between, like right before the school dance and after the thing with the veteran soldiers, I think is what it was. They have that one random them at the ski lodge with the super murder mystery like Detective
God.
Conan style
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, the Kamaitachi no Yoru parody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. There's all that stuff happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is like they have to expand on this, and they have to give that episode Super Famicom quality sounds.
We're going.
Else I'm gonna be mad. But
we're gonna get the Authens are gonna get introduced.
Oh,
That'll be the first thing that happens.
Oh my god.
We're gonna have a lot of Dami Anya, which is cool. All right, you know, I'm about
Gonna
it.
kick off some ship wars.
The shipper wars are here to stay.
which is really dumb, but
yeah, I mean,
No, you're right.
they're 6.
no, I mean they are part of the same story. Can we not do this? Like,
Demetrius.
Oh right, the Demetrius reveal. Fuck, I forgot when that happened.
It's gonna be very Anya centered.
Yeah.
And of course the Henderson, which is, I mean, obviously she's the main character, so that's fine. As long as they pace it, it'll be fine. But going back to like the problems with this current or this latest season was the pacing. It was fine in some parts, other parts way too fast,
rushed,
in my opinion.
Yeah. Way too rushed.
Yeah.
I mean, dare I suggest the dreaded solution?
Which is
Hey, take a hiatus.
Filler.
Oh,
filler.
filler.
I mean, just take a hiatus. I mean, like, I'd rather
I
just
mean-
take
well,
the
I mean,
hiatus.
they could.
This manga is filler. Let's be real.
Yeah, you're right.
They could
It's all
definitely get away with like doing more filler. Hell, I could even see them doing a second movie. Frankly, considering the first one was completely non-canon, but it wasn't in the manga. They could definitely do that again for some.
I mean, to be honest, the
vacation thing. I could. See that.
to be honest, the movie was like a best hit selection of manga
true.
moments repackaged.
That's kind of
like-
true. Yeah.
I mean, that is what they do for anime films. They do that for One Piece. They do it for Dragon Ball. They always do that. Like they kind of rethread, unless they are Detective Conan, and then they decide to put ship teas for ships that are not gonna happen for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
That is like, I pity people who actually expect Conan to end up with Haibara. But
We're
Okay.
shippers.
I
we
wonder
can
how
dream.
Arthur's doing.
Oh, God. There's a reason we haven't heard from him. He's dead. He got old and died because Conan went on forever.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to like think, like assuming they don't get their shit together, right? Assuming that they have the same pace as they had with this season. We're looking at like from like Mission 88. That's one arc through, I want to say 92. So that would be one fucking arc. So like 2 episodes from 88 to 92. So basically we would start from Authens and then spitballing. We would probably get all the way. We would probably end it with the Martha and Henderson arc.
But they can't end it on that. They can't end the season on that.
I know. But it's so
They're
long.
gonna
Maybe they do need a
kinda have
filler.
to.
Thing.
yeah,
They're gonna have to rush it. They're gonna have to rush it.
No, I do think like 2 and a half episodes are
I
the
think.
bare minimum.
Yeah.
The
I
bare
definitely think
minimum
2.5.
to
Like they
recover.
might have half one short episode, and then the rest of it would be the start for Henry and Henderson. Like I'm assuming
I
it's gonna
already
be
know.
like, yeah.
I already know they're gonna end it on Mission 103.
What's Mission
That's the
103?
seal. That's the seal.
Oh, I see.
That
I
is
see.
fucking Spy Family season
The
ender
most
right
Spy
there.
Family of Spy Family episodes.
Yeah, that's why.
Anya boy rolling around
Spy family.
wants to go see Seal.
Yeah, the family ooting, Yeah.
Family
Like-
ooting, so cute, so cute.
God,
Cute
they need to
animals.
stretch out. They need to stretch out the dramatic moments. Like we know they're
No,
family.
because like, why were they running? Why were they speed running this season? Like, let's be.
Why
so
are you
real.
running? Like,
Why
No,
are you
literally.
running?
running.
For real though, why? Oh my god, the
Yeah,
Lloyd
like they-
arc. Ugh, that should have been like a banger. That should have been like top moment of the season, like period for all anime. But
I mean,
they blitzed through it. They like. It was gold. Like it was it wrote itself. That's all I'm saying. Like, and they condensed it all into 2 very short episodes. Well, yeah, no, an episode and a half. An episode and a half. They didn't even give it 2 full episodes, which blows my mind. Like that should have been 2 full episodes. Just
yeah, they should have. I mean, they could have expanded on the things that the manga didn't show.
Yeah.
They did it like halfway. Like they showed some additional images, but that's it.
like because I'm like
I
they.
don't know. I do think they do add stuff. Like, okay, I guess we can all agree. Fuck that stupid, pointless. You know, mecha thing, like pseudo
Okay,
mecha
fuck
thing
that.
with.
Still hate it.
Oh, with the construction vehicles.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, girl,
And-
what the hell was that?
That
No,
was so
and you know what the worst part? You know what is the? Well, I mean, I don't know if it's the worst part, but it's the kicker, like the thing that it makes this doubly hilarious in a laughing to not cry way.
Mhm.
That was the only episode to be animated by WIT.
What?
Really?
Most of the rest of the season was animated by Cloverworks. Like,
What were they doing this season? They were doing something.
I don't
right?
know.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Del Wit. Give me a second, guys.
Yeah,
I will.
they're not doing Freerin, right? Or they weren't doing Freerin.
I don't recall, but it's like they just left us behind
Guys,
to do some.
you know what
bullshit.
they did that was so intense that they had to take a step back from Spy Family season 3?
No.
My Melody and Kuromi.
Boy.
No, but
Wait.
actually, there's like nothing listed on their in 2025.
They're probably working on something right now. There's like, but
Maybe.
I mean, they have to be.
Well, obviously.
It makes sense, but it's like, what is happening? Why does WAT always leave behind projects like this? Because they did leave behind Attack on Titan, and let's be real, Attack on Titan probably will have keep making them more money than Spy Family.
No,
and
I
they
thought
still
it was
live it.
Attack on Titan. It was that they just could not afford to keep producing it.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well,
split.
I mean, it makes sense. Like that manga escalates crazily. Like the fact
But, like-
it looks as good as it does is already a monumental achievement. Because
Oh, maybe they're working on the One Piece.
oh my god! Oh right, in the One Piece reboot,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That
the
would make
one that
sense.
breaches the pacing of the.
Thank God.
I could rant for hours
But
about the kerfuffle that is that
Yeah.
anime production.
But like even that, it's not Wit's fault. Like they're not the ones pacing it, obviously.
Who are we
Especially
blaming
because it's
then?
that joint studio now. I forget what they're called, but it's them and Cloverworks. So like
Yeah.
technically that's its own studio, and they're the ones handling it.
No,
But-
yeah, but like something went wrong in the pre-planning.
Yes,
Aspect.
because the fact that you got a what was the Lloyd arc? It was like what, like 4 chapters, maybe 5 chapters.
It was technically one chapter, but parts of a chapter.
Like
But
they
they were very
wasted,
long.
Yeah,
they wasted time.
it was like
Valuable-
four chapters. You know what I mean? 1.4 or whatever.
Yes.
But and yet season 1 they gave chapter 5 the tiniest chapter in the entire volume, an entire episode just by itself, and it fucking slapped. Like, you telling me they couldn't do that again with the Lloyd arc? Like, oh my
No.
god.
Yeah, I mean that is the thing. Like something went wrong in the pre-production. Like they had some really skewed priorities. Like because I mean, I have to wonder how much this is about anime communities, because they have to sell the marketable aspects of the series. The family stuff. Like, yeah. All that war discussion can go a little in the back.
Mm.
And we have to make them look good which they don't even do that much. But you get my point.
Mhm.
Like, they
Mhm.
have to emphasize. You see any spy family like the movie or the video games or whatever, and you're to see like, oh, it is about the cute family.
But that's not even what it's about. That's what trips me up. It's a gag manga with like family. Family was second. I mean, we've talked about it before. It's like Endo added
Endo
the
has said
family
it.
aspect to it later. Like it was an afterthought, and like now
Yeah.
that's the main focus of the anime. And it's like, what
No,
about?
yeah, but it is one of those things where like, this is what sells about the manga. I don't care that was the narrative intent. I am going to market it this way. It happens all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Do I dare to bring up lump
No.
and shampoo
Broski, you
and all
sound,
that fucking shit?
sound a little bitter right now, buddy. You okay?
Well,
No,
it's 100% right. But
I know.
but my
I'm
thing
just
is like
kidding.
even the family aspects, I felt like were like rushed or like they were shoehorned in,
yeah,
and it was
like,
just like
blah, blah, blah. I
yeah,
mean,
like the
this season really kind of washed over me. Like I didn't feel anything special about it the way I used to feel in the beginning anymore.
there's a
I
reason
don't
why
really
I
know
waited.
why. I mean, I think instinctually I know like the points you guys are making very much are heavily the reason why. But like shit, I had a really hard time even like finding time and motivation to watch the episodes, which is a first. It just has not been exciting me. I think like okay, not to like advertise another anime or anything. But I really love this anime called Tamon B-side that has been blowing up as like a rom-com, kind of shoujo anime right now. And I really like watching that one because I really enjoyed reading the manga and I really look forward to seeing it reanimated in an anime. I don't feel that way about Spy X Family right now. And it's very sad to say that I will still watch the show, but I'm not really looking forward to the newest stuff kind of getting animated. Like I'm not really I just don't feel the same way about it the way I used to feel, where I was like, I'm excited because I love these characters and I love the story.
But in 49 chapters, Tamon's B-side has progressed significantly more than any relationship in Spy Family.
I mean, to be honest, I am of two
And Taman B-side is also really comedy. It's like the majority of it is comedy more so than the romance. I just want to make that very clear.
No.
But it is really entertaining because the way they do their comedy, it's just really funny to me and it just tickles me the way they've written it, where I'm like, I'm really excited to see how this is going to be animated and what the voice actor is going to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I just had a lot of good moments.
I have two thoughts about this. Like, and they are pretty much not in contradiction, but they go to opposite sides. Like, on one hand, contrary to what many people think about here, especially with the way modern fandom culture is, with the way people who consume mostly fan fiction think, there are stories that need the time to breathe and they need to be long. Like, I decry completely the idea that stories have to be short and have to be short and satisfying, or that is the optimal way to do a storyline. Like, stories have to be long. There are stories that have to belong to, actually cover all the things they can cover or they need to cover. Like, people need to be ready should be more willing to engage with stories that go long term. That is on one hand. On the other, I don't know if the way Spy Family is conducting itself actually makes an use of all this space. Like, that is like, on one hand, yes, I do think that there are stories that going long is not it's not at their behest, and people should try to engage more in the terms, not like, oh, I watched 2 seasons and I find it more satisfying because there's more products. No, but there's also like this goes long and also seems to lose itself on the weeds. And
But I think
yes,
like you like a story does it does the length of a story doesn't necessarily matter. It's the storytelling.
Yes.
You have to feel like things
Mm.
are moving. Although like slice of life is like another obviously popular genre, and I read a lot of slice of life manga. But I would still say that in those series, I still feel like there's more plot progression, even
Yes.
though they're just like fucking cooking dinner every night.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's true.
Like Comey, like now that you're saying slice of life, like Comey can't communicate. That one's basically just like every I forget what it's called, but like every episode is just like its own thing, like self-contained. But at the same time, you feel like there's a plot in the background and it's moving forward.
like yeah,
she's
they're
making more friends.
going baby steps. Like they're doing
Yeah,
baby
but
steps.
everything
but
in
you
Spy
see-
Family feels like it's not progressing, which is like also okay. Like at this point, I've accepted it, but you have to have something like pulling you along, and I think
No,
that's what
yeah,
Blue
like
was talking about.
that is where my comparison to Ranma came to be. Because
Yeah.
if you have read that manga, many of you haven't, and I can tell. Like most the series is mostly episodic, and you read it, and you have a laugh, and a laugh I have because like
Sometimes.
it has some of the
Sometimes.
funniest moments I've had seen in any manga, but at the same time, like you kind of get reset back to the status quo in the next chapter, and it's like, okay, so are they progressing in their relationship? I'm not
No.
quite sure. Down the line, you start to realize, like, oh yeah, there's actually progression here, but for the longest time, like you just see them do different versions of the same tango for a while, and then Takahashi said, okay, what if I do some stupid chapter about something that has nothing to do with anything? Sounds familiar?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like every chapter in this one, like every
No,
other
yeah, but,
chapter
no,
in this one.
but I'm talking about a 400 plus manga that does this each
Yeah,
arc.
but it feels so much. This feels much longer
Girl,
than
that feels
that.
like
That's
where
the
we're
problem.
going.
Yeah, it feels like a 400 chapters, but we're in it for 6 years. 6 years.
Yeah.
And like it's fine. Like I get it's a slow story and like that's fine. But going back to what Blue is saying and what Pines is bringing up is that there's the carrot on the stick is worn to hell. There's no carrot left.
Yeah.
And like it's really hard to force yourself to keep chasing after the non-existent carrot because it's like at the very least, you know, with the burnout. I think that's what is ultimately our problem at the moment is the burnout. We've been doing this for 6 years. We are used. Well, I guess we're used to how Endo does things and how the plot progresses in quotation marks. But
yeah,
just because you accept it doesn't necessarily mean
not
that.
only mean it's satisfying or good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't mean we don't have the energy or right to still say we understand that this is simply the way Endo writes or this is his process. We still don't have to love it. We're still allowed to say, hey, there are still some, some uncomfortable kind of pain points here that definitely could get fixed or worked on.
Mhm.
Because if I truly felt like, okay, there are things obviously I would like for the end of Spike's Family, but I don't really have a concrete idea if we're even close to beginning that or not.
God, I have
Because
no
so
idea.
far,
I feel like we're
like
still in the
Lloyd
beginning.
has spent this entire manga still grappling with, does he like his family or care about them? It's like we should be kind of past that at this
We
point.
should have been past that at chapter
Considering
5.
that-
No, that's what
Considering Yor
that's what-
is now like, oh, I fallen in love with Lloyd. It's like, okay, he should have been like, I think I really do love this family and I don't want to let them go. Like, he should have
That's
been
what
figuring
pisses
that
me
shit
off.
out
and I
a
feel
long
like
time ago.
I've ranted
no,
about this
that is what I
but
mean about.
Lloyd's character has taken a step back.
Yeah.
Like Lloyd's character is different.
Absolutely.
And I don't know what the hell happened, but I don't fucking like it.
No. Yeah,
I don't
100%.
like it either, and I don't understand like why he slipped back so much.
No,
And you know-
I do. It's very obvious what happened. Like,
Yeah, because they're trying to progress. They're trying to keep the story going on forever.
I
Like,
know,
we
No,
we're at
but
that
it's
point.
such
No,
a disservice to the story and to the fans and the mangaka. It's a disservice to do that.
No, I completely disagree with you on all of these points. Like,
Really?
Really?
really, absolutely.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
it's very obvious that this
Explain.
this is the result of the Wheeler arc. It's all
Yeah,
about the Wheeler
Wheeler
arc.
But it's
No.
done.
No,
It's
no, no,
done
no,
so
no.
poorly. It's done poorly. If it's
Okay,
supposed to be
that
intentional,
I
it's
can
done
I can
badly.
agree with that.
No offense,
There's
but I
problems
don't
with
think
it.
the Wheeler Act has been haunting the narrative
No.
since it ended.
I completely disagree
So-
because literally, and I was gonna bring this up too. I just watched that episode, and the entire deal about Lloyd and like him looking at Yor and thinking about it. There was not a single word or sentence involving anything about Yor in that, compared to the manga where he's like, I forget the words, but he's thinking about her and thinking about their situation, all of that, and like he's considering like their relationship and stuff like that. None of that was in the anime. They completely
Yeah.
wrote that part out. It was just him about being perfect.
Not
so
only
he
that,
doesn't
but
die.
the big
No,
confrontation
but that's the
between Wheeler
point. Like,
was with Fiona, not Lloyd. So she's the one who gets character development.
No, but it's
quote, because
No.
Lloyd was knocked the fuck out. Because he had
no,
his
but
technical
again,
fury and stuff.
the entire point is that he's trying to suppress himself. The entire point is like, oh, I am compromised. It is dangerous that I'm compromised.
Oh,
If
okay,
this mission
okay,
fails
okay,
because
you
I'm
can
compromised,
make an
everyone
argument-
is fucked. Everyone
No,
is
no,
fucked.
okay, you can make an argument for that, but I don't actively see Lloyd fighting with himself.
No.
Like, where he's like, oh, I'm slipping,
Yeah,
I need to
that's what
pull
makes
back.
it
Like,
so
I'm not
bad.
seeing
It's not
depictions,
like
I'm not seeing moments of that.
girl. It's giving fan fiction. Like this is us being delusional.
Like, he's
Yeah.
not, it doesn't feel like he's even, like, even if he was only subconsciously thinking about it, I would still have much appreciated just a little bit of a hint of something indicating that
Yeah.
he is holding himself back, because I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
feel I'm seeing that. And in this gag manga
There's no
that
struggle.
does subtlety as subtly as like a giant fish thrown in your face, this metaphor makes no sense. I don't see why Endo would intentionally go out of his way not to even try to show it, because he wouldn't be even subtle about it, to be honest.
Like-
Because Yor just straight up says, I think I'm in love with Lloyd. Like, that moment still is very unsatisfying to me, because I don't feel like there was really good build-up. I think it was more gags. It was more of a joke than something to take seriously. And now that we have to take it seriously, I'm like, I feel insulted, because
Yeah.
the way you were building this up was not being taken seriously. It was jokes. It was being funny about Yor's shy and she doesn't understand love and romance and these feelings. And we're supposed to laugh at them. It wasn't like anything more than that for me to be like, okay, I can take this seriously. This is like something that's kind of maybe weird and uncomfortable and kind of even painful in a way
Mhm.
for Yor. Like, I'm not seeing that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm not seeing that. I feel like I saw little glimpses of it when her and Matthew were talking about, how Matthew has a wife that's a civilian. She doesn't know. He loves her, and he doesn't know what would happen if she ever knew who he really was. I like that, but I didn't really see that happening with Yor. I'm sorry for yelling and ranting. I just
No,
I mean,
again,
like,
because-
I don't think you will have survived in the past era of gag manga, but
no, that's why I'm here now.
Yeah, we don't give a shit about those. We're here to talk about.
I mean
Spy
that is
Family.
the problem. People are
I
so
think-
No,
used-
it's not the problem, because
I
we're
think,
here.
Broski, like, I understand that for you're seeing this on a larger scale because you've had more experience with different manga, different situations where, like, this is a really big problem or it was a more common problem. I can completely get that, but as someone who's just coming into this really fresh, this is very frustrating because this is the first time I'm having to experience it.
Yeah, but
and I don't like it.
But
no.
So I have to point it out because I know there's going to be other people who are like, I got into Spike's Family and it was like one of the first manga I got into, and they might feel the same way as me, and I don't want to make them feel bad, being like, you stupid fool, you don't understand.
No, I get it.
But
we're also
advertised as a gag manga. It is advertised as an action comedy
with family.
That is
That's
different
the thing. That's
from
the
a gag
merchandising.
manga.
It's the family. And like,
yeah,
we're also in an era.
At this point, the terminology is kind of messy, but I say it because like
I will step on Viz's neck about this.
but I bring it up not because you don't say it, like it's like as someone who has experienced something like this before, like you start seeing the character development in things that aren't as overtly stated.
But we're not seeing anything stated. That's the problem.
Like, I don't think I'm stupid.
I don't think we're media illiterate. I agree.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I'm stupid. I don't think I'm that stupid.
If
that
anything,
I
we're
pick up on
hyper tuned to fucking romance.
Like,
We
I
write
will
fan
be
fiction.
okay, but I'm not
we
that
are like such. We are all fans.
That's
No,
the thing.
but
That's the thing.
I mean,
to theorize, to
no,
make
'cause
theories,
no,
but
and take the little bits of crumbs and like
That's
run with it.
And that's the thing, though. That's the thing, is because it's funny because, especially in the beginning when we had all these little breadcrumbs and stuff like that, we would latch onto it. And we would write all this fan fiction, and we would have all these discussions, and we would have all of these theories. And now, 6 years later, we don't even have breadcrumbs to latch onto, is the thing. And that's why we're
it
so
is
pissed.
weird. No, it is weird. No, because it's like I've seen. Have you seen Tare's Tumblr blog? Like, not what Tare posts herself, but what she shares. And there have been a lot of different insights that do show that different people do see those connective threads of character development. And I have read them like, I didn't see it from this angle. I didn't see. Which is why I am so inclined. I am so inclined to be patient because, again, it is not a matter of just not being media literate or observant, but there are some character writing styles that are kind of weird to get used to.
I think,
and I'm not saying because there's not an immediate appeal to these characters.
But I've read enough of Endo's other works that I know that that's not the kind of character he writes.
Okay, I want to say that the thing is for me is that usually you get into like the theorizing, the like taking breadcrumbs when it's very early on. Normally what happens is that as you continue with the story, you start to get more satisfying bits and pieces because you're getting more knowledge about the story and the characters, or things are happening, things are progressing. So that you get to the point where it's like nearing the end and you feel more satisfied. Like, okay, I feel like I am like 1 or 2 steps away from getting the complete picture.
The complete meal. We're past breadcrumbs. We want the meal.
Yeah, and we haven't gotten the meal, and it's 127 chapters, which may not feel like a lot to some people who are used to like the One Pieces. I'm not going to read 1,000 chapters of a manga because it's I can't fucking do that. I could not handle that. I'm just working with what I got, which is that Spike's Family is like this far into it. It's been 6 years, and it feels like we haven't really gotten any more, like nothing more than the crumbs. Like, it's still acting as if we're still kind of in the early stages almost, which maybe is what Endo was going for. Which in that case, like, I mean, we didn't know that that's where it's going. Now we're just kind of getting it in hindsight. Like, okay, maybe this is really still in the early grips of the story progression.
Could you imagine if this was like
this is like
this is part 1 of One Piece, and we're getting part 2 like next year?
I also bring it up
after
because
like 1,000+ episodes, guys.
No, because I was also bringing it up because Nagi in the server brought up precisely the creative process of different mangaka to discuss how things pan out. Because there's people who can afford and manage to afford to plan things ahead, like from the very beginning. Full Metal Alchemist, it manages to plan every step of the way. Every chapter foreshadows something, every chapter reveals something, every chapter delivers on something that was foreshadowed, and at the end, every knot is tied, every narrative has a conclusion. Not every manga operates like that. You have people that are that are basically the opposite, that are very sporadic. Um, Rumiko Takahashi, that created Ranma, that created Inuyasha, like she makes shit up on the fly, and she doesn't even bother with what the end game is gonna be until she has some idea, like 200 chapters in, if she's lucky. And so when you have to face these kinds of conundrums, because as someone who is currently trying to write his own story, I know how hard it gets to have to make an outline on the fly while also trying to create things every week. And I'm just doing a fraction of the work that these people doing manga do. I do understand that some creative processes are messier, and you're getting the messy, not always good result every week. So I am not completely sure how Endo operates. I just know that if you have these expectations of how the story is supposed to work and where the beats are supposed to be, at times you are going to be at odds, not with the artist, but with your own expectations, because this is sounding a lot like how some people, when they are talking about romance novels, they complain when the scene they are used to last two chapters last fourth, or stuff like that. It feels like there is always a disconnect here about what the manga is actually doing, what some people perceive the manga is doing, and where the problems are. And I'm not saying this as an argument as the manga being flawless, because I definitely do not think that. But I just think like there is something here that I am not seeing about the creator and the creative ideas behind it, and there's clearly a discrepancy about how you think and how some other fans think, and even I myself think, in contrast to those other two positions, about how the character development is going. Because yeah, like you,
I just
I yeah, I want to know, like I've seen.
well, I'm like I get what you're saying. I do. I understand because I am a writer. I spent most of my life writing, and I get that writing stories is different from writing comics and manga. That's just how it is. You know, the process is going to be different as far as like planning things out and outlining things. Totally understand that. And the fact that characters change and like ideas change and plot changes as the story progresses, that's fine too. Nobody's arguing that. You know, and honestly, I expect that from, you know, my manga, because it's also a journey for the consumer as well as the mangaka, because, you know, you sometimes the manga goes a completely different direction, but that's not always a bad thing. And I get that as well. But I think there is something to be said when you've got people who have been reading the manga for 6 years and they are pointing out their frustrations with certain aspects of the characterization and how things are progressing. And also you've got people watching anime. Oh, you know, some of them are also manga readers too, and some of them are anime onlys, and some of them are also echoing some of the same frustrations. There's something to be had there. And
yeah, there's something they had there.
I think that also, because we're also in an era where anime is different. Okay, the anime of today is very different from anime in the past, for better and for worse. Because, you know, any shonen manga or anime from like 10 plus years ago is going to be like, if you're looking for romance, you're in the wrong fucking genre, because that's not going to happen. You want family?
Yeah.
You're in the wrong fucking genre. Your mom's dead. You know, you have one love interest and you're never going to get with her. Deal with it. Now we got Make the Exorcist Fall in Love. We've got Dan. We've got freaking, like, we even got like Buddy Daddies. which isn't a romance, but like that's found family and like comedy that's done really well. So you've got all of these aspects and current expectations, because that is the landscape of manga and anime that we have today. So like that's perfectly fine that, you know, some aspects of Spy Family are going to be similar to how they were like 10 plus years ago. But at the same time, we are older. Our tastes have changed as well. So like even from now to like 6 years ago, you remember, this is 6 years ago. This is pre-COVID. Or maybe like right smack dab in the middle of COVID.
That's
we were a lot younger.
It, yeah.
And our tastes were a lot different. And, you know, maybe the manga, or I would say the story evolves with you, or maybe you know, divert from that and start finding other things that you like. You know, that's perfectly healthy. That's how life is. But, you know, us who have spent, like I said, 6 years doing this, we have issues, you know. And at this point, it goes back to what Blue was saying of just like I was not chomping at the bit to watch this season, even though it had my favorite arcs in it, which is crazy thinking about it, because it had Lloyd arc, it had the Wheeler arc, and we just got done with the boat arc, which is like some of the best ones in the series. And yet I wasn't. I guess after the Lloyd arc, my expectations dropped because of the way they handled that. And then that's probably why it took me like 2 or 3 weeks to watch the last episode of the season, because it's I was
gonna say too, actually, that I think it's I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I feel that like if the complaints you're having about the story and characters are the same they were back then as they are now, I mean, that's not a great sign of what's happening, because like Lloyd's still acting the same, and you can argue that like, I mean, again, it's like it's the same situation, like the situation and what the characters know and the growth they've had doesn't really feel like it's changed a lot, except for some major points. But again, I feel like they came out of nowhere that they don't feel satisfying to me. Like I feel kind of insulted the way yours falling in love with Lloyd thing came about. I don't personally like it. I don't feel like it was really taken very seriously, or there was like a real sense of like kind of struggle, like not as much as there should have been, because I wanted to see more of that from Yor, and I don't feel like we saw that from Yor. I feel like we saw that through other characters telling that to Yor, if that makes sense. And again, it's like I feel like just the love she feels for Lloyd was more of a joke, more than like a serious thing, you know, something that could change everything. I don't feel like it's really being taken like that, even though it kind of should be, because if Yor falls in love with Lloyd, that does change their relationship for better, for worse, the way Lloyd handles it. Like if he breaks her heart by telling her I don't feel the same way because he doesn't understand himself what he feels for her, or if he sticks it out but is only doing it for her sake and Anya's sake, like that is a whole other can of worms. And I don't feel like we're discussing like that.
Wait,
that like
on that can of worms.
Yeah.
Now that you say it, now that I think about it,
yeah,
Yor is like supposed to be like the least like subtle person in the world. So if like she now feels that she's in love with Lloyd, wouldn't she be like super obvious about it?
Yeah.
I mean, in some ways she kind of already has been, but again, it was more of a joke that I did not for a second think that was her actually being in love with Lloyd. I thought it was just her feeling awkward, like I don't know if I should be kissing this man or hugging him because that's what a good wife does, and she's just feeling embarrassed about that, or if it's, oh my god, I think I really want to kiss this man, but I don't know how to reckon with those feelings. I'm just gonna fucking run away or destroy a building or something. Like
destroy a building.
Like, I mean, it didn't feel that way to me, and I know that I can be kind of dumb when it comes to reading certain things, but I think I would have noticed. They
dragged that plot point for like 20 chapters. Like they kept like, they kept going back at it and going back at it and going back at it, and very specifically back at the
maybe
welcome.
I'm just dumb then, because I didn't pick that up as them actually hinting towards Yor having feelings and her not being able to. I mean, I thought it was just for like cheap shots at comedy.
True. I thought it was obvious that she loved him, but it wasn't. That was more of an interaction between us and Yor, the reader and Yor. that wasn't an
Not
interaction
necessarily
between
loyal.
her and
Okay,
Lloyd.
that is a different complaint, but I do think that the story did play out that she was catching feelings when for a long while they actually started to emphasize that part. Like, oh, she's catching feelings and she doesn't know what the fuck they are because she has never had to consider those. And then like, wait, is that love? Oh, I guess that's love.
I guess I just thought Yor would be a little more introspective about herself. I don't know. I thought she was more introspective and like could kind of tell.
She started that way. She started that way.
Yeah.
And like,
what the hell happened?
And like,
I don't know what the hell happened. That's what I'm saying. Is I don't know what the hell happened.
Did they like lobotomize Yor something off screen? Like what?
No.
Yeah, like in the beginning, she was very broody and introspective, and like considered a lot of things before doing things, and like.
True, she was much more of an overthinker. I feel like she was a much more of an overthinker because remember she's kind of being portrayed as being a little bit more ditzy than I personally like because I think Yor genuinely is an intelligent person. She just has intelligence in very, like not traditional, normal societal things. But she has a great knowledge for certain things. And I think with human behavior, I think on some level obviously she's in tune with her feelings enough to know, I think. I would say.
Is she?
I don't know.
Like,
she is, but the way Endo sets it up it's so weird because like I get, yeah, she's never kissed a boy, she's never been with a boy, like anything like that. But you would think 27 years she would at least have a crush or something like that.
It's kind of weird. No, it feels kind of like infantilizing Yor's character. Being like she's like a virgin. She's
I don't know what love is. It's like,
and it's like
but
she cannot know what love is. But I do think it's like it's definitely feels a little infantilizing to say this 27-year-old woman has never had like
a little bit
a wet dream or something before, let alone a crush. Like, come on,
I wouldn't even go that far. I would just be like, at the very least, you would think she'd be good at like motherly things because she was a mom for like 17 plus years, and like she doesn't know how to iron or cook or like do anything, and it's just like
that was like
the way I see it though is that Yuri just loved her too much that he didn't have the heart to actually tell her she was fucking up. To be honest,
but
still, I mean.
But it goes back to her being an infant.
I think the thing is, if you think about it too much, it's like, you know what? This doesn't exactly make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't think about it too much. Maybe that's a big problem.
We think about this series too much. Do you know what we should all read? I don't know what we should all read.
You're like, I'm asking you.
No, I just think it is very interesting that we have different points of contention. We all have points of contention about how Yor is written, but where they are located vary.
Yeah,
I do find that
we all got different perspectives.
We all have different.
Some of you guys have been reading and watching anime and manga for a very long time. Some of us are very fresh and new to it. And I also might be a bit of a gender thing too.
Okay,
no offense or anything.
I mean, I'm gonna bring it up just this once because it's actually relevant, which is kind of weird that this manga is relevant to the discussion in this particular context. But Ushimitsu Gao, the latest manga by Paru Itagaki, the author of Beastars. Have you seen what that manga is about? It's a fucking mess.
The one you've been sharing in the Discord?
Yeah, the one about the ghost.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen the synopsis about it.
Look, yeah. You know what they bring up? A 40-year-old man that has never fallen in love and is now married. That happens.
Well,
I guess.
I mean,
so yeah, there's people who never figure parts about their feelings out for that long.
I mean, I have no problem with that. I'm in the same boat. Like, I've never fell in love with anyone. I've never felt like romantic love like that, and I'm 26.
But I don't think we're saying there's a problem with that. We have a problem with the way that it's portrayed and written.
Yes, like you can be aromantic, and there's nothing wrong. with that.
But the character is not aromantic. That is the thing. The character is not aromantic.
It's just like
the 40-year-old guy is not aromantic.
Yeah, no. I get it. No, what we're saying though is that the way it's set up in the manga is like
He's
Yor's a
awkward.
very emotional person and she's like very caring and loving, and yet she doesn't know what love is. Like that's
I
the
mean,
weird
she doesn't
part,
know
I
what
guess, that we're
romantic
getting
love
at.
is.
Maybe she.
I mean,
just-
she does. She doesn't know
I
what
feel like
romantic
she
love is.
does- I guess it's like maybe it's like more of an instinctual thing. Like she shows it, but she doesn't.
Understand
She
it.
has not been able to think about
Yeah,
definition of love
that is
in
the.
that sense. I don't really know. Like she feels like, oh, Anya's cold. I should put an extra blanket on her. She knows that's
No,
love.
I,
but she has not
I
put
am
it
gonna
into
go
something.
that way because Yor is clearly introspective enough to figure some things out about her, but she has had a very not just harsh but abnormal life. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
when we are introduced to her, she is isolated and is quite poor at reading normal social cues, like
Mm-hmm.
the basics. Like she's seen as this weird robot because she is so stuck in her head and she's so afraid to try to be normal that she doesn't understand the basics.
Mm-hmm.
So it only makes sense that she's not even gonna have the words to describe some of her own experiences, even though she instinctually knows the best way to operate on others.
Mm-hmm.
So then comes this guy in her life who suddenly actually has an answer to a question she doesn't even know she had. And for a long while, she can't figure out the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And then she starts to ponder about things that she hasn't even pondered about. And then people start to point out things that are supposed to be normal that she never considered before. And then, like, I don't know. I do have gripes with how your character is written.
Gripes.
But-
Right.
Yeah.
Stop it.
But but to be honest, that was never one of them. I felt that it made sense for her arc to be set up that way.
Mm.
But
Considering
she was never asking herself, like, do I want to give a welcome home kiss to Lloyd because I have feelings towards Lloyd? Or the question was always, oh, do I have to give him a welcome back kiss because that's what normal people do? Like,
Yeah.
Lloyd was
but
never
yeah,
part of the
It was
but
quite
I mean, but
performative.
again, she doesn't have the when
That part I would agree
when you don't
with Roski,
when you don't have the
is that-
mental framework to understand, because that's the
Like
thing.
we
for a lot
we
of
as
the
the
for a lot
reader
of the
could
manga,
tell that she was in
your
love with him. That was
like your doesn't even understand what her mental framework is about, because that's the thing. Like, if you get a crush relatively early on in your life, you get to figure it out relatively quickly what's happening. Like, but the older you get, the harder it is to recognize because you never had the experience. That is what happens with any human experience. The earlier you get it, the easier it is to recognize it and to create a mental framework around it. Your never has had to create this mental framework. So when something's happened, she asks the questions in the only mental framework she has ever had to ask these questions.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with that. I will agree with that. Just kind of going back to how, like, to me, it was always obvious that, you know, she loved Lloyd just because, like, it was played up for laughs, but at the same time, you know, anytime she thought about it, she was blushing. And then, like, as the story progressed and she thought about it more, she would, like, consider it longer. And then she'd be like, no, I can't do that. So, like, you know, but, like, what Roski is saying, like, yeah, she didn't really understand the framework behind that. But I guess all of it just comes back around to, it just feels long. Like that. The series feels long. I think we're tired.
It feels distended. Like, yeah, I
I
get
feel
that.
like we're all jaded, like war veterans. Like,
I'm taking my cig and just like, you don't even
yeah.
know. Back in my day.
Putting
I
it
think
in
it
towards
isn't even
Australia
the
after.
series that makes me the most jaded.
Oh, yeah, you've been through it,
the
Miles.
series
You've been...
into us. Oh
I
my
was gonna
god.
say, I've been fucking through it in my life. And yeah,
Fighting
I'm
in the
still here.
trenches over here, man. I need another vodka soda.
No, literally, I need a Diet Coke right now.
And with that,
Fuck.
we're gonna wrap it up so Crow can fill up his happy juice because God, I need it.
I need a smoke break.
But
okay.
yeah, we
What's our takeaway, guys? What's our summary?
I don't. We are 6 years in, and we don't even know what the fuck is going on.
we don't know what's going on, and this is our job.
I mean, fine. At this point, it's just like try to find other manga and expand your repertoire of stories.
Find other manga.
I mean, that
Just don't burn yourself out with just one manga. You may love it, and then you might get a little sick of it, and that's okay. Just go somewhere else.
I mean,
And, switch it around.
I
That's
think
the healthy
Play some
thing to
games.
do.
Play some repo. Join us. We're gonna hunt for treasure, guys.
Watch
Like-
Tam on B-side. I don't usually like idol anime, but this one genuinely gets to me. I actually really like this one, and I feel so embarrassed to be like, oh,
Weren't
I
you
like
on
an
the
anime
Oshi
with
no
cute
Ko
boys.
train?
I mean,
Not no
I
more.
mean,
I don't know what
Shit.
we're gonna talk about next week. I don't know what the new arc is gonna be like, or if we're even done with this
Shit,
current
man.
arc.
I
I guess
don't-
we're just gonna have to figure it out.
I don't even
Oh.
know. My prediction is that it's gonna be some bullshit side mission again
Stop.
with Lloyd and Frankie, maybe Fiona. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
This was fun, guys.
this was
Glad
fun.
I'm back.
I felt like we had a therapy session. Honestly, I feel
I
tired
don't
but
know,
in a
man.
good
needed
way.
that. I think we really, really needed that. Honestly,
I think so too. We love this series. I honestly do. I do love this series.
No,
I love the
I do. I
characters.
genuinely-
I
I
mean,
do
we
still
we
care
could,
about
we
this
we wouldn't
series.
get this mad if this
Do you know how
agitated.
much money I've spent on merch for Spike's family? Do you want to know the number? Because it's at least over
No,
1,000 at this
like,
point.
I
Everybody
mean,
in the
Y'all don't wanna
comments,
fucking play
guess
with
how
me.
much Blue has paid. In the meantime, we're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.